There's a type of woman that no one really talks about. She's intelligent, responsible. People rely on her. She does her job well and she smiles in conversations and she appears confident. But behind that smile, there's a quiet secret. She lets everyone else lead. She second guesses her own opinions. She worries about saying the wrong thing. And when decisions are made, she often stays silent, even when she disagrees. In this video, we're going to talk about why capable women still struggle with self-trust, the hidden conditioning that makes you seek approval, and how to break free from the invisible prison that keeps you playing small. I know because I was that person. Because the truth is, the problem isn't confidence, it's conditioning. And once you see it, you can change it. And here's the hidden truth, the hidden life behind that smile. Many women who struggle with confidence don't look insecure. They're competent. They're kind. They're often the person everyone else goes to for support. But inside, there's a constant dialogue happening. What if I say the wrong thing? What if they think I'm difficult? Maybe it's better if I just stay quiet. So you become agreeable. You become easygoing. You become the woman who doesn't make any waves. At first, it feels safe, but over time, something starts to happen. You slowly stop trusting your own voice. And eventually, you start living a life that feels slightly disconnected from who you really are. It's not like you're miserable, but you're not fully yourself either. And that there is this secret. There's a moment many women experience that they rarely admit. You see, someone confidently express their opinion and they make decisions easily. They go after what they want, and a small voice inside you says, why can't I be like that? You know you're capable and you know that you're intelligent. So why does speaking up feel so hard? Why does asking for what you want feel uncomfortable? It creates a quiet, almost a shame, because from the outside, everything looks fine. But inside, you feel like you're holding yourself back. And again, the real problem is not confidence. Most people think this problem means they need more confidence. So they try things like reading self-help books or listening to motivational podcasts, repeating affirmations. And while those things can help temporarily, the deeper issue often remains. Because the real problem isn't confidence, the real problem is a paradigm. And a paradigm is a collection of subconscious beliefs and habits that control how you behave automatically. It's the mental programming you absorbed growing up. Messages like, be polite, don't upset people, be agreeable, don't draw too much attention to yourself. Over time, these messages form the pattern, a pattern where being liked feels safer than being authentic. And because this pattern lives in the subconscious mind, you follow it automatically, even when it's not serving you. This is why it can feel like you're trapped in an invisible prison. You want to speak up. You want to trust your decisions. You want to go after the things that you really want in life. But something inside keeps pulling you back. And, it's not because you're weak. It's not because you lack intelligence, but because your subconscious programming is trying to keep you safe. The mind prefers what is familiar, even when familiarity keeps you small. So the moment everything begins to change is when that turning point comes, when you realize something truly powerful. This pattern is not your personality, it's conditioning. And conditioning can be changed. When you begin to shift your paradigm, something extraordinary starts to happen. You begin to trust your own thoughts. You stop overthinking every conversation. You stop measuring your worth by other people's approval. And you start making decisions based on what feels true to you. And gradually, you become the woman who leads her own life, not aggressively, not arrogantly, but with calm, quiet self trust. So, then what does that freedom really feel like? Freedom doesn't mean you stop caring about people, it means you stop abandoning your own self. You can express your opinions without fear. You can make choices that align with your values. You can pursue the dreams that you've been sitting quietly in the background of your life. And perhaps most importantly, you start feeling proud of who you are. Not because you're perfect, but because you're finally living honestly. So if you recognize yourself in this conversation, I want you to understand something. You are not broken. You are not weak. And you're certainly not alone. You simply learned patterns that once helped you belong. But the beautiful thing about the mind is that those patterns can change. And when they do, your entire life can change with them. Because the moment you begin trusting yourself, you stop waiting for permission. And that's the moment you begin truly living. Thanks for watching.